Edwards now on 1st and 10. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. He'll get this to Edwards out of the backfield. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 32-yard line. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven 1st down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another 1st down. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. So 3rd and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense. We're scoreless after 1. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal. Here's Jackson to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And my goodness, this is incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive.
Here we go. 180! Here we go. Check 9. Check 9. 1, Omaha. Slam. 2.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
12. 11. Alert 3.
Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12.
Here we go.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
21.
On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And they'll get to him short of the 1st down at about the 16. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on fourth down.
13. White. Go ahead.
They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Shift! Watch the shift!
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long.
56.
From the gun, Jackson. He's got it. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Partner, they weren't quite in the red zone, but things are starting to get condensed on the field. Throwing the corner route there. Really nice play because it gives them a little bit of room to complete it.
And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from a yard out as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Right back to Coleman here on 1st down. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
At the 37-yard line.
Here we go. 180! 36!
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
21. Jump. Check. 21.
Once again, they run with Breida on 1st down. And some space here. And he's taken down inside the 30. Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On first down, here's Breida. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. On second down, a run with Breida. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. On first down, Garoppolo. Man open, it's Goodwin. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Garoppolo gives to Breida. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Hey, gun. Wait.
They will run again with Coleman. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Tevin Coleman, 40 yards. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Gold with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
Shoot! 25, check 25, check 25. Look, wait, check 24. Pick the edge. Go.
They'll try to get the ground game going with Ingram. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. On 2nd down, it's Edwards. And some room to maneuver. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the San Fran 20.
Let's go.
A big play that time for the Ravens. 47 yards.
1st down, Baltimore.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Jackson. It's caught by Roberts. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Back now here in Santa Clara. 7-7 is our score. Pretty even matchup so far as we start quarter number 4. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Here's Jackson throwing on 4th down. This is caught. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. They come out here in the I. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Jackson's going to try the sneak. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Well, that's tough right there. Asking your quarterback to get you 2 yards on a sneak. As it turns out, he gets them no yards instead.
At the Niners' 2-yard line.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
What we got? Watch twins. Watch twins. Patch it. Patch it. Hey, watch it. Watch it.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. The San Francisco defense trying to hold tough again. This is 3rd and goal. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. And no movement for the field goal unit to break this tie. They're going to go for this thing. 4th and goal. Here we go.
Switch, switch, switch. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Check 15, check 15.
They'll run for it. It's Ingram. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They run again with Breida. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Here's Breida. Oh, fighting off the defender. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They run with Breida. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 13 yards there and a Niner first. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. This is Breida. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Jalen Ferguson there on the tackle. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and
11. Protein spill.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. They run for it with Breida. Powers through again. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. As the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. He'll look to throw. Drops it off for Coleman. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. One final try now for Garoppolo. And it's caught. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Well, no doubt an electrifying finish to have it down inside the 10-yard line. That final shot, though, they couldn't get it in the end zone.
Time to bring the bass bird.
Do not get violent, ayy, cause he gave me patience, ayy, swear that all makes sense, ayy, when you making bands can make friends, cause I know they tryna shit like Ray-Bans, got a bad little shorty wasting, and I own it, I ain't gotta pay rent, ayy, I know we the ones that ain't them, put both hands together and I'm saying amen, cause I'm going big, going big, everywhere I go they know the click. Too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going bigger. Postmates, how I deliver. My game too cold, made it shiver. But I'm still a hot boy, cool it down, let it simmer. Hey, see him mad, got him bitter. Can't stop the shine with a dimmer. Only what I give her, and she let her call me baby, but I do not.
honey, yard, dash. Got it on, smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. They will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I'm cocky. I do my dance. Jump in the stands. No man, the man. Oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on, smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. Honey, yard, dash. 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 Yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. They on attack when they tackle like damagers. They react and play it back on the camera. High for it, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerge victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on, smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. They will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I'm cocky. I do my dance. Jump in the stands. No man, the man. Oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. Honey, yard, dash. 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 They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's noted in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on, smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. Honey, yard, dash. Honey, yard, dash. Honey, yard, dash. Honey, yard, dash. Honey, yard, dash.
Let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl. All these trophies, what do I need any more for? Check the stats up, you can check the scoreboard. Check the stats, Jay Critch, I'm the QB. Ran it up and then I went and got a new freeze. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. If you ain't a winner, then don't come round. On my way to another city, it's a touchdown. Underlay, yeah, I gotta get it in a rush now. Let them hate, try to knock me down, but we got up now. You say that you ballin', keep it real though. Hey, why I never saw you in the field though? Hey, I make it look easy, it's a field goal. I've been grinding for a minute and I'm still going. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. Feel like Ginger from Casino. Aces up my sleeve though. Right before I leave, I said like I'm Eno. Think I'm part Italian. Blame it on Gino. Snowflake the medallion. The skin on cappuccino. I don't kiss and tell. Keep your distance from myself. Fettuccine with the snails in a 5-star hotel. And I wish he's well when they wish.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Dallas Cowboys and the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And we are underway from Santa Clara. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27.
Hey, go 4-8. We're going to 50 for 1. We own them. 57 for Mike. 57 for Mike. Hey, we're going to 50 for 1. Here I come. We go 47. Here I come. Check. 36, 26.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Flushed out right. And his first look is incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target, but it'll be second down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Second and 10 now from the 27. Looking to throw, Prescott, and he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and a Dallas first down.
57. Kill. Check.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll only get a yard, maybe two, up to the 46.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott, and he fires one that's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. On the ground, this is Rashad Penny. He was brought down by Malik Collins.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Wilson leaves this one with Penny, and he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down. Now the first carry for Marshawn Lynch, and he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
They run again on first down, Lynch. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. A gain of 3, second down. On second down, Lynch. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On third down, Penny. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They get the first. The decision to run on third and medium winds up being a good one.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
All runs on this drive so far. It's first and 10. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Stepping up, he'll try and run. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down. Throwing again on second down. Wilson, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 18. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Penny, the first down carry. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5. Now it's Wilson. This complete to Lockett. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Wilson to Lockett there for the Seahawk first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They'll try and run forward with Penny. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start first and 10. Elliott on first down, going to get this back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Throwing on second down, Prescott, and this is caught by Witten, the tight end. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Watch the whip.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. but the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Prescott to throw this time. Completes it to Jason Witten. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Let's go! 57 to 46.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. From just shy of midfield, Prescott. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. On first down, Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. He rifles one that's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get to field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got to go.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougal. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Now Rashad Penny. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. This is fielded at the goal line. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Back to the ground, this time Lynch. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
Throwing is Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. On the run, it's Penny. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Penny. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they were hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Wilson, and a pressure gets to him again. Jalen Smith, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon, and surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Make it now 3 tackles for a loss in this game, 1 for each quarter.
And for a guy who played defense in college, I can just tell you that he's feeling very satisfied right now by what he's doing, but he's elated because he knows what he's doing is helping his team win the game right now, making some big-time plays, getting into the offense's backfield and spilling everything.
Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Running with Elliott. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And there he goes, Amari Cooper, 30, 20, touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, 69 yards, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll run with Penny. And he'll get 3 up to midfield.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Now it's Penny running right. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Let's get on it.
They'll toss it to Penny. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. The drive stays alive, a third down gain of 8.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
On second down, here's Penny. Oh, no, he lost the football. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And they're facing a big third down now in this tie ball game. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. There he goes, right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Check, Booker T. Check, 53, Mike. I got it. I'll go special. I'll go special. You ain't good.
Here's Wilson. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. We're going to 54. Undercrush. 6 guys.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys use the short field to
it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boys than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boys than a Shawshank. I don't wear ball mains. All I ever do is ball main. I am not a rapper, they all lame. I am not dope, I'm hard. Wait, I can power up and level up at any moment. Spitting like a semi, only give me semicolon. Couple zeros like I'm sending yell nets. Every flow is unmatched and I better get set in. Finish them. Mess around with me and I diminish them all. Even if I ever did the minimum all. In the result, I'm better killing them all. Rogue One, but I got a team with me. Batman when I got a team with me. I get mean, I get green. Show the whole game what's never been seen. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
Designer sneakers hurt my feet now. Every beat is getting beat down. Couldn't eat, well watch I eat now. Like how you getting paid to freestyle? Different cities every week now. Every woman is a now. What state prop you looking bleak now? I was home to sleep designer sheets now. 30 different missions. When I speak they listen. Couldn't find it so she fishing. Who the crew? It wasn't you. I know it's true cause you look like the opposition. Run it up. Greatest ever sums it up. I ain't have a lot when I was coming up. Kinda made my stomach turn when I brung it up. Wait.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
Get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up, I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one.
I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top on the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up.
I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Here we go. Black 80! I got you, boy. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Shoot. 21. Check 24. Quick the edge.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. Room here to run. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman, 82 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now 1st and 10 at their own 26. Here's Travis Homer, the former Miami Hurricane. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Solomon Thomas there on the tackle. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wilson. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it they're picking up the first down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
56.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Being chased out left. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10. Down at the 31. This is Homer. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Going on the ground with Homer.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson steps away to his left. He'll find Metcalf. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. From 8 yards out, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Myers connects on the PAT, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Hey, gun. Watch the eye. Deuce.
Garoppolo gives to Breida. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. He gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a 4th down. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
No. What? Twist. Lock.
They'll run it with Coleman. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. That's caught by Hollister. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments. Let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down,
Caused all of that.
it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
I got you.
Here's Breida, and he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It'll go as a 1st down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43.
Hey, gun.
That's a what? Watch the twist.
Right back to Coleman here on 1st down. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
On 1st down, here's Breida. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Here we go.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, gun.
At the 28-yard line.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
I got you. Hey, gun.
I hope you run to left because I'm about to take you to school.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. They run with Breida. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now it's Breida. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter. 14-7.
Here we go.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Block. Hey, let's go.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they'll throw an
And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
When we talk about the best corners in the league, we're usually saying shutdown corners, guys you can't complete passes against. Richard Sherman fits that definition to a T. The best part of his game, no wasted moves. He studies the opponent so well, hard to get a pass on Richard Sherman.
Watch out.
This is Breida, and an alley to run. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. Here's a handoff left side to Breida. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all.
Here we go.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down.
21. Here we go.
Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now a give coming right is Breida. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Breida, he'll try the right side. Nifty move. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Now on 2nd and 13, Wilson. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. This time they stay on the ground. Yeah, that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down.
I'll go special. I'll go special.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a give running left is Breida. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Kill. 21. Check 26. Check 31.
They run again with Breida. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Here we go.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Now a give to Breida. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Garoppolo looks to throw. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
21. Gun.
On the handoff, this is Breida. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
13. I got you.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Here we go. 180.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. Check it out, Reed.
Check 9, check 9.
Check 99.
65, 65.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
11, 11.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And that is going to be incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Again, it's Homer. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll run this with Homer. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And Wilson has it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Caught, it's Wilson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That's a gain of 4 here in the fourth quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard.
Under 10, under 10, 10. Check.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
To throw is Wilson. He's got Lockett. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. Well, we looked at each other in surprise going for it on 4th down in the fourth quarter with a lead, but hey, you get it as a coach, you look like a genius.
So the next time we see Coach, he's going to say, well, that's why I coach and that's why you guys talk up there, right? He had the guts to go ahead and go for it, and it paid off.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take...
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes it a 21-10 game. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
First down 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time they were stopped on fourth down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is, because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on fourth down, do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they've got something for us? Or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves, let's get back out there and move the ball again?
And is it different when you get stopped on fourth versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense, a little more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so excited with a fourth down stop. Making them punt, that's your goal anyway. But a fourth down stop, that's almost a sign of disrespect that they went for it in the first place. And when you get that, you feel great about yourselves.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Man open, it's Goodwin. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 41-yard line. Garoppolo now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go.
2 minutes left to play in this football game.
I do this for the family. I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous. I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no bill. See the pain deep in my eyes. They know it's real. Yeah, been this way right before the deal. Say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing. I'ma show them skills. Show them skills. Yeah, how about it? You want it, you have it, you got it. Go snatch it, skirt the lot. Go ahead, jump it, how about it? Rep for your bro, when you're supposed to pop in your butt. You can do it, ain't built for the weekend. Sweet, this sugar, one man on me, but get deep. Watch what you doing. I ain't damaged goods, damn out the clay. You wish you could. I do this for the family. I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous. I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no bill. See the pain deep in my eyes. They know it's real. Yeah, been this way right before the deal. Say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing. I'ma show them skills. Show them skills, yeah, so suspenseful. I'm up in the field, saw it in my eyes, it was the Tiger Hill. Gon' jump off the line and see the flight of field. Rewrite your history off this line right here. Your best bet be ahead, instead of get rich or dead trying. This ain't never new.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.